It is a good morning to be together. When winter's darkness spreads across the land and cold seeps through our thickest coats, we hurry here, drawn by the warmth of faces familiar and new, to the welcoming walls of this house. Here for this hour, we open ourselves to new understanding, reassurance, and hope, for this is a place where truth, love, and challenge meet. Welcome. It is a good morning to be together. As is our custom, if you'd like to come and light a candle for a joy, a challenge, or just to bring more light into this room, please do so while we sit in silence, listening to the prelude. Our offering will be received at this time as well, so the bowl awaits, or you may donate online. Please rise in body or spirit for our chalice lighting and spoken affirmation. For our chalice lighting this morning, hear the words of Christine Robinson. We gather this hour as people of faith, with joys and sorrows, gifts and needs. We light this beacon of hope, sign of our quest for truth and meaning, in celebration of the life we share together. Join me as together we remind ourselves of the affirmation that is the cornerstone of our free faith tradition. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in freedom, and to help one another. You may be seated. Across the millennia, human beings have lit lamps or torches or candles in religious rituals. Are they prayers? Are they remembrances? Are they unspoken hopes and desires? Whatever their meaning, the lighting of candles captivates us still. During our service, we will light at least one candle for each reading. Today, the worship team brings to us many of our favorite Christmas carols and poems about candles. With this being Christmas Eve and a Sunday, most of us are hopefully ready for whatever we may do for our Christmas celebration. So relax, join in the joyous celebration of love and rebirth. We will begin with a carol written by a Unitarian Edmund Sears. It came upon a midnight clear.
I'm going to start by assuming that these words are the same as what's going to be on the screen. I may have to sing. It came upon a midnight clear, that glorious song of love, from angels bending near the earth to touch their hearts of gold. Peace on the earth, goodwill to men, from hands all graciously free. The world in solemn stillness lay, to hear the angels sing. Still through the golden skies they come, with peaceful wings unfurled, and still their heavenly music floats o'er all the weary world. Above in sad and lonely place, they light down offering weave, and never roar it bellow sounds the blessed angels sing. But we But with the walls of war and strife, the world has stopped and gone. Beneath the angels' strength have rolled 2,000 years of wrong. And they who fight the war fear not the love song which we bring. Oh, hush the noise of battle strife, and hear the angels sing. For lo, the days are hastening on, by prophet bards foretold, when with the ever-circling years comes round the age of gold, when peace shall over all the earth its ancient splendor speak, and the whole world give back the song which now the angels sing.
Our first reading today will be about a celebration just completed, Solstice by Diane Lee Mooney. Again did the earth shift. Again did the nights grow long and the days short. And the people of the earth were glad and celebrated each in their own ways. Since that was very short, we have another one called First Fig by Edna St. Vincent Millay. It is one that most of us have heard at least one line from. My candle burns at both ends. It will not last the night. But ah, my foes and oh, my friends, it gives a lovely light. You'll see a familiar face playing this music.
I guess we're going to skip the first verse from the hymn book, probably. Bring the toast and Isabella, bring the toast and quickly run. Christ is born, good folk of the village, Christ is born, and Mary's calling. Ah, ah, beautiful is the mother, ah, beautiful is her child. Come and see within the stable, come and see the Holy One. Come and see the lovely Jesus, brown his brow, his cheeks are rosy. Hush, hush, quietly now he slumbers. Hush, hush, quietly now he sleeps.
The Compassionate Friends are a worldwide support group for parents who have suffered the loss of their child for any reason at any time. The Portland, Oregon branch of the Compassionate Friends offers these words about the many meanings of candles for them and for us. The title is, I Will Light Candles This Holiday. Candles of joy, despite all the sadness. Candles of hope, where despair keeps watch. Candles of courage, where for fears ever present. Candles of peace for tempest-tossed days. Candles of grace to ease heavy burdens. Candles of love to inspire all my living. Candles that will burn all the year long. Join us now in singing number 246, O Little Town of Bethlehem.
O little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie. Above thy deep and dreamless sleep, the silent stars go by. Yet in thy dark street shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. For Christ is born of Mary and gathered all above. While mortals sleep, the angels keep their watch of wandering love. Oh, morning stars together proclaim the holy birth. Let praises ring from God favoring goodwill to all on earth. How silently
The Candle is a poem by Clara B. Thurston, a poet born in 1863 and passed in 1949. A candle's but a simple thing. It starts with just a bit of string, yet dipped and dipped with patient hand, it gathers wax upon the strand. Until complete and snowy white, it gives at last a lovely light. Life is so like that bit of string. Each day we do a simple thing. Yet day by day, if on life's strand we work with patient heart and hand, it gathers joy, makes dark days bright, and gives at last a lovely light. Our next song is 235, Deck the Hall.
Okay, he's gonna play this fast, right?
Deck the hall with boughs of holly, la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la. Dawn we now our day of heaven, la 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 la. Throw the ancient Yuletide carol, la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us, la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus, la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, la 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure, la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes, la 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 la. Hail the new ye lads and lasses, la 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 la. Sing we joyous all together, la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather, la 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 la.
This candle is written by Amy Ludwig van der Water. She is a former 5th grade teacher and writing teacher of 20 years. Amy leads school assemblies, offers writing workshops for all ages, and speaks frequently at conferences. She makes her home in Western New York. I could stare at this candle forever, watching the flame flicker orange and gold. I think about candles in small glowing windows, candles in stories my grandfather told. Warming my hands on a dark, snowy night, this candle fills me with peace and with light. Dan once again plays our next song to sing, number 254, Sing We Now of Christmas.
Sing me now of Christmas, Noel, sing me here. Hear our grateful praises to the babe so dear. Sing we Noel, the child is born Noel. Sing we now of Christmas, sing we now Noel. Angels call to shepherds, leave your flocks at rest. Journey forth to Bethlehem, find the child so blessed. Sing we Noel, the child is born Noel. Sing we now of Christmas, sing we now mile, seated by the manger, watching the holy child. Sing we Noel, the child is born Noel. Sing we now of Christmas, sing we now Noel. From the eastern country came the kings afar, bearing gifts to Bethlehem, guided by a star. Sing we Noel, the child is born Noel. Sing we now of Christmas, sing we now Noel. Gold and myrrh they took their gifts of greatest price. There was ne'er a stable so like paradise. Sing we Noel, the child is born Noel. Sing we now of Christmas, sing we now Noel.
Peace, faith, love, and hope. Our words for meditation this morning were written by Poetic Expressions. 4 candles burned slowly. The ambience was so soft, one could almost hear them talking. The first candle said, "I am peace." The world is so full of anger and fighting that nobody can keep me alight. Then the candle of peace went out completely. The second candle said, "I am faith. I am no longer indispensable. It does not make any sense that I stay awake one moment longer." Then a breeze softly blew out faith's flame. Sadly, the third candle began to speak. "I am love. People don't understand my importance, so they put me aside. They even forget to love those nearest to them. I don't have the strength to stay alight." And waiting no longer, the candle of love went out. A child entered the room where the candles were and saw that 3 of the candles were unlit. "Why are you not burning?" said the child. "You are supposed to stay alight until the very end." And the child was frightened and began to cry. The 4th candle said, "Don't be afraid. I am hope. And while I am burning, we can relight the other candles." With shining eyes, the child took the candle of hope and lit the other candles. The greatest of these is love, but the flame of hope should never go out from your life. With hope, each of us can have a life with peace, faith, and love. Please join me in a minute of silence.
her just plain old Jane poems. She has published extensively on the All Poetry website. My lopsided wig is milky because someone lit me again. I'm just a plain old white candle, not a fancy green, gold, or red, and not knobby, striped, or glittery. Just plain Jane of the candle world. When lit, I shine light into the darkness, and I bring warm cheer to this dreary, old, boring world. I add cheery light to all those horrible repasts to which folks like to invite family and friends. Join in singing "Oh Christmas Tree."
Oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Not only green in summer's cloud, but through the snows of winter time. Oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Oh Christmas tree, of all the trees most lovely. Oh Christmas tree, of all the trees most lovely. Each year you bring to us delight in brightly shining Christmas light. Oh Christmas tree, of all the trees of all the trees most lovely.
Another poem called "The Candle" is written by Catherine Mansfield. Catherine was a New Zealand writer and critic who's considered to be an important author of the modernist movement. Her works are celebrated across the world and have been published in 25 languages. She died of tuberculosis in 1923 at age 34. By my bed, on a little round table, the grandmother placed a candle. She gave me 3 kisses, telling me they were 3 dreams, and tucked me in just where I loved being tucked. Then she went out of the room and the door was shut. I lay still, waiting for my 3 dreams to talk, but they were silent. Suddenly, I remember giving her 3 kisses back. Perhaps by mistake, I had given my 3 little dreams. I sat up in bed. The room grew big, oh, bigger far than a church. The wardrobe quite by itself as big as a house. And the jug on the washstand smiled at me. It was not a friendly smile. I looked at the basket chair where my clothes lay folded. The chair gave a creak as though it were listening for something. Perhaps it was coming alive and going to dress in my clothes. But the awful thing was the window. I could not think what was outside. No tree to be seen, I was sure. No nice little plant or friendly pebbly path. Why did she pull the blind down every night? It was better to know. I crunched my teeth and crept out of bed. I peeped through a slit of the blind. There was nothing at all to be seen, but hundreds of friendly candles all over the sky in remembrance of frightened children. I went back to bed. The three dreams started singing a little song. Angels We Have Heard on High is our next song.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the place, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. In excelsis Deo. Shepherds widest journey, mighty songs of happy cheer. What great brightness did we see? What glad tidings did you hear? Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. See him in a manger laid, whom the angels praise above. Mary, Joseph, lend her aid, while we raise our hearts in love. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Nick Santa writes about 5 beautiful love lessons from a candle in his blog. There are 5 candles can each teach us about love. Love is incredibly powerful. When it's pitch black and you light a candle, everything changes. The light allows you to see around you, bringing endless possibilities for you to read something, practice a craft, or look into the eyes of those around you. Seeing your surroundings also makes you feel safe and comfortable. We can be likened to that candle. When we light the flame of love in our hearts, we give off light and warmth to those around us. We open up possibilities for growth and make others feel safe. I saw this in my parents growing up. My sister and I were able to learn, make mistakes, and explore the world under the protection of their love. Though through their love, we were guided through what would have otherwise been a dark path. Love is contagious. When one candle is lit, exposing that flame to another candle sparks another fire. And this can be repeated for every other candle that comes into its contact. Like a candle, our hearts have the ability to ignite love in others. Through our actions, we can inspire others to feel the warmth. The more we show love to others, the more likely they are to carry on that flame. I see it all the time. One act of kindness inspires another, and the chain continues. All it takes is one candle to light the rest. Love is not limited. When one candle shares its flame with another, the original flame does not become smaller. That same flame can be passed on to an infinite number of other flames without diminishing. When we think about love, we shouldn't quantify it. We have so much love to give that there's no way we can run out of it. You can love your parents with all your heart, but then have an incredible love for your partner too. And if you someday have kids, you love them infinitely as well. Your love will never run out, and it is not divided. It is too powerful to be contained and too complex to be quantified. Love involves sacrifice. Behold a candle, how it gives its light. It weeps its life away, drop by drop, in order to give forth its flame of light. Written by Abdul Baha. A candle melted down to its end implies a life lived with purpose, while an unused candle signifies unused potential to give light and warmth. Just like a candle, we have the capacity to give. Life is about giving, serving others, bringing joy and warmth to those who cross our paths. It's a beautiful journey that has so much potential for meaning and love. This love often comes in the form of sacrifice, putting others before ourselves, working tirelessly to help each other, and giving without expectation are all signs of love. My parents are a good example of this for me. They sacrificed their time, energy, and finances to help nurture me. It took sacrifice, but it was all through love. Our days on this planet are limited. So if we are to live lives of generous giving, this needs to be done through loving sacrifice. Love can transform you. As a candle burns, its flame starts to melt. It can then take a different shape before it solidifies again. Giving love changes us. In fact, it has the ability to transform us. As we continue to give and receive love, our lives take new directions, our perspectives change, and we become new people. We are still the same person, but through that love, we have taken a different form. Finding my wife and loving her changed me for the better. I've become a new person and continue to grow. I know people who had no drive or focus in life, but managed to turn their lives around once they had a child to love and care for. As we love, we become better versions of ourselves. Though a candle may appear to get smaller, that's the sign of a well-lived life. It is better to light a candle than to curse the darkness. The above quote from William L. Watson reminds us that in the darkest of times, there are always sources of light. When we go through difficult times, let's remember that we can be candles that light the way. Love will always be that powerful force that we can ignite within our hearts and use to guide us onward. As long as we are alive, that flame of love can burn within us. Our next song is Les Tacey is going to lead us in 247, Joy to the World.
Joy to the world. Joy to the world, the word is come. Let earth with praises ring. Let every heart prepare a room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the earth, now gladness reigns. Let hearts their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills, and plains repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. No more let sins and sorrows grow, nor thorns invest the ground. Let righteousness its glory show, as far as love is found, as far as love is found, as far as love is found.
The author of this poem, Carl Dennis, retired from the State University of New York at Buffalo, where he was a professor of English and writer in residence. His book, entitled Practical Gods, won the Pulitzer Prize for Poetry in 2002. His poem is called Candles. If on your grandmother's birthday you burn a candle to honor her memory, you might think of burning an extra to honor the memory of someone who never met her. A man who may have come to the town she lived in looking for work and never found it. Picture him taking a stroll one morning after a month of grief with the want ads to refresh himself in the park before moving on. Suppose he notices on the gravel path the shards of a green glass bottle that your grandmother, then still a girl, will be destined to step on when she wanders barefoot away from her school picnic. If he doesn't stoop down and scoop the mess up with the want ad section and carry it to the trash can. For you to burn a candle for him, you needn't suppose the cut would be a deep one, just deep enough to keep her at home the night of the hayride when she meets Helen, who is soon to become her dearest friend, whose brother, George, 30 years later, helps your grandfather with a loan so his shoe store doesn't go under in the Great Depression, and his son, your father, is able to stay in school where his love of learning is fanned into flames, a love he labors later to kindle in you. How grateful you are for your father's efforts is shown by the candles you've burned for him. But today, for a change, why not a candle for the man whose name is unknown to you? Take a moment to wonder whether he died at home with friends and family or alone on the road, on the lookout for no one to sit at his bedside and hold his hand, the very hand it's time for you to imagine holding. Please join in singing our final song, number 251, Silent Night.
I invite you to rise in body or spirit for the benediction and extinguishing the chalice. Our benediction is adapted for Maureen Killeren's words, Christmas Eve blessing. Today, in this community, we have sung carols, opened our hearts to the joy of music, and shared the beauty of this season. Lighting candles against the dark, today we have dared to hear a message of hope, spoken once again against the challenge of the world. It is time now to depart, to go forward in our lives and to the world. It is time now. May joy be your companion, whether you are with others or alone. May love be your strength, and may the gift of community dwell in your hearts. For here in this place, you will be welcome always, whenever you choose, whenever you need. Please join me in saying the words to extinguish our chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Go in peace to be peace.